The FIFA Futsal World Cup continues apace. Third of 4 matches on the opening day today. Comes from Korat, the only venue outside of Bangkok, the Thai capital. Some 4 hours drive north, and it is Brazil, the defending champions and preeminent force in world football, against the Japanese. 4 titles to their name. Brazil, the most successful team in the history of the FIFA Futsal World Cup. Dominated the tournament's early existence, won the first 3 World Cups, and after a brief interlude when Spain took over, they returned to the summit 4 years ago, winning at home in Rio. Vinicius was the captain then, he's the captain this time round, scored 5 goals, 8 survivors all in from the winning squad 4 years ago. Of course, you know the drill. Marcos Serato will call on everyone in this squad to chip in at some stage with unlimited substitutions allowed. He is something of a futsal legend in South America, Marcos Aurelio Serato. Japan, well, they have a mixed history in terms of final performances at the Futsal World Cup. Kawahara, widely renowned to be one of the strongest goalkeepers in this competition. Miguel Rodrigo, compatriot of Serato's. Well, the Japanese are outsiders in this section, but you never know. A series of friendlies with the Brazilians earlier in the summer, but a real cause for encouragement. Some good performances by the Japanese. Got a draw and a late victory. Brazilian familiar yellow, green and blue, getting us underway here in the Korat Chachai Hall. Always the team to beat, seems to be the way at any FIFA competition, doesn't it? Men's or women's, any age level. A great sight, the yellow shirts of the Seleção. Everyone being given a touch. Wild wearing 13. Ari. Vinicius, the captain. It's Ari. Great skill. Hoshi got back to him. One back though by Vinicius. Good chance straight away from Wild. It's just the tempo the Brazilians set. Japanese number 9 there, Shota Hoshi. Kagure wearing 10 is the captain. Vinicius just gets around the playing surface. Japan were present in the first Futsal World Cup back in 1989, but returned home having lost all 3 of their first round matches. Shot from Ari blocked. Japan, though, steadily improving. Are continental champions. Something of a surprise that they knocked Iran off their perch. The Iranians, who'd won the AFC Futsal Championship in 10 of its previous 11 editions. So something of a shock when the Japanese carried off the gold medal instead. Beat the Iranians in the final. Good low shot by Vinicius and well blocked by Kawahara. That was Henmi wearing 13. Very good low stop that. Agile keeping from Kawahara. Kagure, Japan's captain, and that's a waste. Need to be more precious with set-piece situations than we saw there. Brazil won all 4 of their preliminary group matches 4 years ago. The format of the Futsal World Cup finals slightly different. They've changed it around, surely for the better, for this 2012 edition. It used to be the case that a series of sides went through from a first group stage into 2 groups of 4 in a second round. A bit convoluted, always better when it goes to knockout, I think. But Brazil topped that second round group as well, beating Italy, the aforementioned Iranians, and the Ukraine. Overcame Russia in the semi-final, and then after a 2-all with Spain in the final, held their nerve better in the shootout, won 4-3 in Rio. Wild. That was Ari. Blocked away by Komiyama. Good defending that from Yusuke Komiyama. He was there 4 years ago, Ari. We await, though, first appearance of the 15-goal top scorer from that victorious campaign in Rio. Falcao, watch out for him, wearing 12. So Brazil, clearly the dominant force in futsal, as they were for a time in beach soccer as well. 4 consecutive World Cups before Russia stunned them in last year's competition, last year's World Cup of beach soccer in Ravenna. Looking to bring the title back when we have the 2013 FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. That'll be next November in Tahiti. Ari, going to clip it over the top. Oh, that's a good block, because Wild was all poised there to give Brazil the lead. Strong pressure here from the Brazilians. Vinicius. And Japan throwing bodies in the way, though. Just getting the job done. There's Wild. Ari. Very patient here from the Brazilians. Vinicius. Such a busy striker, isn't he, Wild? That time it was Ari tracking back. Lovely flick. Here's Falcao, the aforementioned top scorer from the victorious campaign 4 years ago. Brazil, one of the favourites for this FIFA Futsal World Cup, are being held in the opening stages again by the Japanese. Kawahara just throwing himself in front of the shot. They've brought on Falcao to try and help them up front. That was Vinicius, the skipper, that time. Vinicius takes the restart, tries to feed it into Simi, wearing 8. Here come Japan. Surprised that Brazil not off the mark already. I'm sure it will be too early for them to worry, but that's 3 changes being made there by Marcus Serrato. And 11 is Neto. Hoshi. Good block that. Good defending. And they have had to do there a fair share of defending in the opening 11 minutes here. They're just over a quarter of the game gone. Corner comes backwards, wearing 13 for Japan. Katsutoshi Henmi. Yeah, it's a shame, really, that an attacking situation like that is forced backwards and results in absolutely nothing. Kagure trying to build from the back for Japan. Movement being found by Hoshi. Good play by Hoshi. Is he able to spin? Not quite. Tangling there with Neto. And it comes back for Thiago, who got the Golden Gloves Award 4 years ago, voted the tournament's top keeper. They really don't concede a lot of goals, the Brazilian futsal team. 37-1 was the goal difference in qualifying. Wilder. Morioka rolls again through to Thiago. Brazil were beaten once in qualifying, 5-3 extra time defeat to Paraguay. Never in danger of missing out on qualification for this competition. That was Ari. They're refusing to be intimidated by the Brazilians' reputation here, Japan. Vinicius tries to set it up. It's Wilder. It's a deflected effort. The other two teams in Group C of this competition, Libya and Portugal. We'll be able to see highlights of that match when we leave this one. Morioka. Oh, he tries to thread it through. Wilder took a tumble. Japan quickly into the opposition's half. Henmi tries to drag it across, but it's with Vinicius, and they're so composed in bringing it out from the back. Vinicius again. Wilder. Ari. Neto, straight at Kawahara. Good hit, wasn't it? But straight at Hisa Kawahara. Now, difficult to know exactly the point at which being slightly concerned turned into mild panic from a Brazilian point of view. This extraordinary winning run they're on. Find the Japanese difficult to break down though. Neto. Wilder. Blocked by Kawahara. And that was Kagure. No effort on target yet from a Japanese player. Vinicius. Ari. Wilder drags it across. Wilder, ball into space for Ari. And he pulled it. Ari plays it in, and Venetia's got in a bit of a tangle, falls to Wilder! That is the Brazilian breakthrough. Came off a Japanese foot on the way through, I think of Kaoru Morioka, but it was on its way anyway. And Hisa Kawahara is beaten at last. It just squeezed wide, and it's slotted through, isn't it, by Wilder? Yeah, it would have gone in anyway. There wasn't an awful lot Morioka could do to get out of the way. But having provided such steely resistance thus far, the Japanese are finally breached. Need to have a bit more belief in themselves attack-wise, I think. Great pace from Ari. Oh, that's off the upright. Nato thought he'd made it too. Delightful move again. Great pace from Ari. Gabriel. It's with Ari. Gabriel. Wilder. Oh, opening here, Gabriel. Great piece of footwork initially to skip beyond Takahashi. He took it too near Kawahara. That's great skill. Not on that occasion, though. And we're going to see some more Japanese substitutions. Kagore, the captain, 13. Katsu Henmi. And then Kaoru Morioka. Fernandinho there, another survivor from 2008, wearing 10. He's just come on. That is Fernandinho, one of the shorter players in this squad. Well, that was Henmi, and at last work for Thiago to do. Nato. Simi. Good spin. Fernandinho with a layoff. Gabriel. Prod on from Kazu Miura. Wondered when we were going to see him, and if the name sounds familiar, because it absolutely is familiar. In his mid-30s now, but he was a trailblazing Japanese player who went to Europe, one of the first to do so, and had a limited amount of success. Played in Germany for a while as his team trying to defend. The onslaught keeps coming and coming. Simi will take it. Layoff from Asodo. Watch out for Kazumura. He's wearing 11. There he is. Terrific to see a player who has achieved so much and been so well travelled, just turning to futsal, just to stay fit and give the national side the benefit of his knowledge. An interception here, and Rodrigo is through. Good challenge. Simi takes it up and then hits the shot too near Kawahara. And you can see why he's rated as one of the better goalkeepers in this competition. Issa Kawahara. Got quite a presence about him, and it doesn't go down that easily. Famous star jump goalkeeping techniques. Simi, well struck shot from Rodrigo, whistled wide. And on from Osodo. Hoshi. Miura wants it, but it's going to come to Hoshi again. There's a player up ahead, Yusuke Komiyama, but it comes left. Step overs from Miura. There he goes, Miura. Won 90 international caps for Japan, did Kazu Miura, a player who went to Santos and Palmeiras. Miura withdrawn the last few moments of the first period here. Brazil a goal up on Japan. Dominated the possession. They've been raining in shots on Hisamatsu Kawahara's goal. But just that one effort to show for the troubles from Wilder. Japan had the best defensive record of any of the Asian qualifiers. Conceded just once in the final qualifying round. Just 5 in the qualifying competition, full stop. Oh, really terrific hit, almost from nothing from Rodrigo. But still, they can't dig out this second goal. Really good thump, wasn't it? 3 times now the Brazilians have hit the uprights. The reset from Katsu Henmi. Here he is again, Japanese number 13. Still going Henmi. Couldn't drag it across. Simi went with him. Thumped in by Henmi. Follow-up shot from Kagure. Morioka. No room. Fernandinho just trying to shackle Kagure. 2 number 10s. And then poked away by Fernandinho. And a gather there from Thiago. You just get the feeling, really, that Brazil don't ever feel threatened defensively. Coming close to this second goal. Where's it going to come from? Fernandinho that time. Kind of a bit off balance as he hit it, as the shot finally came away. First it was Simi. It kind of was back and hits into Fernandinho. Last 2 minutes of the first half in Korat. Garu Morioka. Yeah, just clever defending from Rodrigo, not diving in, keeping his opponent at arm's length, as Brazil are doing to the Japanese, I suppose, overall thus far. Morioka. No way through centrally. So it's the offload for Asodo. Morioka again. It's the shot straight at Gabriel. Hedmi. Came through Takahashi, but the ball just trickles all the way back to Thiago. And then with Fernandinho, Simi moved it forward quickly. Nice looking step overs from Fernandinho. Falcao's been used sparingly. Japanese timeout called. One and only goal we've seen thus far, scored by Brazil's Wilder. He certainly couldn't begrudge them it, but it was an important breakthrough that, because things were beginning to get a little bit frustrating for Marcus Serrato's team. As you may expect, good Japanese support. But in an attacking sense, there's only one team been in this. Well, they're going to be able to enjoy even more of a regroup in around about 10 seconds time when we do resume. Brazil have had 11 shots in this first half, but it's yielded just the one goal, and it came from Wilder midway through the first half. So Brazil have a lead over Japan, but it's by no means convincing. Stay with us for these. You rejoin us again at the Kurat Chachai Hall. We're in Group C of the FIFA Futsal World Cup in Thailand, and it is Brazil against Japan here. Brazil are a goal to the good. Expected their dominance in terms of possession, in terms of shots, in terms of attacking prowess, in terms of everything really, to have been translated into something more significant than the single Wilder goal that they do have. And nothing really from Japan coming forward. Komiyama gives it to Kawahara. Earning his corn today. Oshi. Fine pass that from Thiago, so direct. Layoff though is a bit wayward for Nato. Wilder, player who scored the goal. Just don't really know what to do with it in those situations. The gulf in class is beginning to look a little marked Kenichi Kagure, well, chastising his teammate there, presumably for not giving him any kind of option. And then clipped over by Vinicius. Nice idea, far side. Neto arriving. Second goal. Well, the merest slip, the merest error is... well, it has the potential to be punished every time. A second goal for Brazil, and it's been coming. Look at that. Well, they enjoy enough time on the ball without it being given to them. The rare opportunities when they find themselves without it. So it is Neto making it 2-0 Brazil. You can see the look of anguish on the face of Kawahara. Knows that Japan only had themselves to blame there. As if the Brazilians need assistance like that. Ari. Vinicius. Finally, Ari with the restart. Clip to the far side. Too much even for Wilder to do that. Hoshi, difficult to hold it up. And then Wilder too strong. When it's won back by his opposite number, Henmi. And then the captain, Kagure. His ball forward hits Ari. Wilder. Oh, very nearly snuck in at the near post. Kawahara slapping the save down into the ground and away again. Taking the corner quickly, and although it's come all the way back, won't be too long before the Brazilians are back over halfway again. Layoff from Neto, and then Ari. These stats for once giving an entirely fair picture of things. Wilder, Neto, Vinicius. Back with Wilder. Terrific movement. Ari, back to Wilder, back of the net. 3-0 Brazil. Wonderfully composed move. I mean, even when he was clear in front of the keeper there, Ari still had the presence of mind to make sure of the goal. So there's Ari. Lovely twisted pass. And a second goal of the match for Wilder. 3-0. And I don't think there'll be much coming back from this for Japan now. Yeah, timeout. Straight after the concession of that third goal. Great start for Wilder. Plays for Barcelona. 3 in this Brazil squad. At Barcelona, the futsal team of the famous Catalan club. Ari being another. Those are the two that combined here for this third Brazilian goal. Ari just determined to keep the move going. Always support for the man in possession. Brazil's coach, Marcus Serrato, said before the competition that they're only going to take things step by step. They're not going to think too far ahead. I suppose it'll be all the others making the predictions on Brazil's behalf. Going to take an almighty effort to block them. That's better from Japan. Kotaro Inaba there, wearing 14. Biggest test for Brazil in this section. Surely going to be the Portuguese. That's the final group match. Strongly suspect that both of those sides will be sure of their place in the last 16 before we get down to that. That's next Wednesday. Brazil next up against the Libyans on Sunday. Same day Japan face Portugal. Rare loss of control from Ari. Kaoru Morioka here. And they've just switched it wide. Might be an opening into the side netting. You just don't really believe in Japan in an attacking sense. Vinicius. Oh, the interchanging is a real joy to watch. Wilder got it up. Wilder again. Ari. Nato. Delightful. Vinicius tries to slip it through for Ari. That would have been really something. He wouldn't have put it past him, connecting properly there and side-footing it into the top corner. That's how close it was to being a thrilling goal. Just make it all look so effortless, don't they, really? Inaba. Morioka. Back with Kotaro Inaba. Takahashi. Morioka. Not getting him anywhere, this possession. Inaba desperately looking for some kind of spark ahead of the man in possession, but it's just not happening for Japan. Morioka. Wilder with a foot in. You can see Brazil nicking the ball back and hitting them, and that's always the danger. Frustration getting to the man in possession because of the lack of options ahead of him, and then he resorts to just the hopeful, or indeed in some cases not so hopeful, long pass. Wilder. Vinicius. Effort from Wilder. Looking for his hat-trick. Not going to get it there, though. Here's Vinicius. Oh, it's snuck in. It's a fourth Brazilian goal. Again, you have to say a gift. And it's a heavy-hearted person that doesn't feel a bit here for Hisamitsu Kawahara, Japan's goalkeeper. That's a horrible mistake to make when you're already struggling, having done so much to keep the scoreline respectable from Japan's point of view. It wasn't going in, was it? No doubt. He will be credited with that. Vinicius, Brazil's captain, and immediately rewarded with a breather. Clip pass over the top by Hoshi. 4-0, I suppose. Minimum requirement, really, from a Brazilian match against clearly inferior opposition. They're looking for a fifth. Don't quite get it there. First introduction of Jé, and that would have been something. Miura's back on for Japan. Osoto. Just not getting any break at all. Could this be number 5 for Brazil? Nearly, but not quite. Simi was the left-sided option. There's always a choice of whether to switch it left or right when you have a player running forward with pace. And that time, Simi just couldn't round it off. Gabriel. And again. That was Jay. The return ball, Jay couldn't get there in time. It definitely worked out of trouble. Shota Hoshi. Nobuya Osoto. Hoshi tries to clip it to the far post. The gather though from Thiago. Jay. And with it there, Jay. The offload to Rodrigo. Comes back for Simi. Gabriel. That was Henmi. 6, Osoto. Henmi. Here's Inaba. Room for the shot is there for Inaba. He's going onto his left foot now. Pick that one out. A terrific goal. It might be merely a consolation, but take nothing away from the quality of the hit there from Kotaro Inaba. On the right foot, no room there, so why not try the other side? Well, had a Brazilian smash that in, we'd all be raving. That is superb, and it is 4-1 now. But 12 minutes to go. Japan can't seriously get back into this match, can they? That was Inaba again. It will give them a good degree of wind in the sails. Jay was joint top scorer in qualifying for Brazil. Here's Gabriel. Yeah, looking to push the ball into space, then run in after it, but impeded by Kenichiro Kogure. Quite clearly impeded there by Japan's captain. An intimidating run-up if ever there was one. Going to be hit by Rodrigo, or is it? Not quite. It's a Jay! Again, a whisker away from another goal. Inaba. But too often, Japanese player carrying the ball over halfway tends to check back, and by that stage you've lost the momentum, you've kind of switched the focus of the move, if you like, because at that point players aren't running forward onto the ball. To gather by Thiago. Jay. Rodrigo. Shea with the turn, angle was tight, but he still hit the shot at Kawahara. He looks lively, doesn't he? He's been used sparingly here. We'll see a lot more of Shea throughout this competition. And the tougher tests ahead. Really good hit, just wide from Gabriel. Goodness me, that was close. Very close indeed. The Group C winners, as everyone expects Brazil to be, will have an interesting time of it in the next phase. The reward for that is play a third place side from one of three groups, A, B or F. Could be anyone. Could be Thailand, that. Could be Spain. Somehow doubt it. Feel sure they'll meet later in the tournament. Kogure. Kogure again. But they're not going to do Brazilians any damage from way back here. Henry, deflected shot. Bounces into Thiago, who sends Jay away. Where's the yellow card going to go? You never know these days with referees apparently being told to be a little bit less lenient on simulation. It did look, though, that Shea was impeded, lost his balance. Well, he was pushed. Brazil are heading for their 42nd win in the FIFA Futsal World Cup finals. In their 50th match, they've lost just 3 of the previous 49, and it's an extraordinary record. They have this free kick for the shove on Jay. Hit by Vinicius, dummied in fact, and left for Rodrigo. Something of an anti-climax really when it came down to it, that. Well, dare I say it, the Brazilians just getting a little bit more ragged. It's all relative. The Brazilians playing ragged futsal is far better than anyone else's at tip-top condition. Morioka, and again, might have a bit joy against lesser teams. Certainly Kotaro Inaba's had a shot on him, hasn't he? But they haven't had a real genuine target man. Not like a little earlier, as we saw with Superwat Tungklang, who had an excellent match for Thailand, leading the line, if it's possible to do such a thing in futsal. Morioka with a Soto. Brazil never in danger of giving a penalty away. Japan 3 fouls away from doing exactly that. Ari back on. So too the captain Vinicius there, wearing 7. Ari. NATO anchoring things there. Give and go from NATO. but couldn't bring it under control. Tetsuya Murakami. Murakami again. Osodo. Layoff from Komiyama. Another accumulated foul. They're edging ever clearer to relinquishing a penalty kick. This free kick. NATO eventually with the effort, follow-up from Vinicius. Lifted over the top into Vinicius. Drops for Ari. Ratio of 1 every 4 shot. Fourth shot on target going in. And I suppose they'll settle for that on opening day. Just trying to work their way through. It was Vinicius and NATO that time. 3-on-2. Is this number 5 for Brazil? Not quite. Ari. Vinicius back into Ari. Just the merest nick on it from Hoshi did enough. Yeah, the best Japanese can do really is put this one down to experience. They just don't look like they've got the belief that they can possibly break Brazil down. Yes, okay, they scored a fine goal with Kotaro Inaba's strike, but kind of freakish moment really, in that the Japanese player sort of had the belief in that split second to turn and look for a gap and just hit it. Kind of self-confidence that's been lacking really from their performance overall today. Here's Ari. Vinicius. 3 more replacements ready to come on for the Japanese. That was in for Vinicius. Wilda. His 2 goals got everything up and running for the Brazilians. There he is again. Disguised pass for Vinicius. That was Wilda. No foul from Henmi. Morioka. Both teams just going through the motions in truth. Inaba. And his goal was a real moment of wonder for Japan. Now Takahashi. That's Inaba. Morioka, back for Inaba. Just not happening. Gabriel. That was Ari. It's Gabriel. Wilder. Gabriel, is he going to hit it? Thought better of it. Comes back from Rodrigo. Nato for Wilder. There goes Wilder. Jersey was clearly being tugged. And the referee spotted that from Murakami. Some run-up again from Simi, but it's disguised in the trailing leg of Wilder. Sure, the intention was to divert it goalwards. Naboya Osodo. Big learning experience for these teams that maybe dominate or indeed are very strong in their own region. But the step up is what it's all about when you test yourself against the very best. And there's no doubt that Brazil are that. Let's not forget Portugal to come for the Japanese too in this section. Portugal, Libya, the other two teams in Group C. Highlights of that to come after this, remember. Morioka. Inaba. Go on, you just want to sort of urge him to have a bit of a run and shot again. Osodo. Back with Morioka. And then Hoshi might be only one way to go there. Oh, they've given it away. Goalkeeper to the rescue again. Sliding in was Rodrigo. Still no fifth goal. Fernandinho. Good save again. Not once, but twice. First from the shot, second from the follow-up header from Gabriel. Kawahara takes real marks from this performance. Just a shame that there was that mistake as he let Vinicius' shot slip through. But how many has he kept out? But for him, it could have been double figures for the Brazilians here. Kept in by Morioka. Well, there you go. 4 goals from 19 shots. 19 shots on target. Well, in truth, this match was over 10 minutes ago. There's been no scoring since. Japan haven't really looked like they believe they could eat into this deficit any further. And the Brazilians, I'm sure, would have loved more goals, but they haven't got any more, so their attitude is very much never mind. Morioka, Otsu. Morioka with a shot, got really under it. At least it was a shot, though. Well, that carried all the way over the top. The Japanese are furious, and that's not going to be allowed. Well, that would have been something right at the end here. It isn't going to be a fifth Brazilian goal. Lifted right over the top, yeah. I don't think the referee's whistle had gone there. No, the turn resulted in nothing from Katsutoshi Henmi. One Japanese player to be yellow carded here. I'll have to watch that with the tougher task to come. The Brazilians just too good. What more can you say? Better movement, better technique. More used, clearly, to winning futsal matches at big international competitions. The defending champions have made the start they might have wanted on another day, and for a less inspired performance by an opposing goalkeeper, they would have run up a cricket score. But 4 goals is the tally at the end of their opening match in Group C in this 2012 FIFA Futsal World Cup. Vilda with a couple, Nato with 1, Vinicius with 1, Kotaro Inaba with a consolation for Japan. Fine effort as it was, it never really threatened to change the trajectory of this match. Brazil just way too good and already laying down a marker. We'll be seeing Libya and Portugal, the other 2 teams in Group C of this first round of the FIFA Futsal World Cup, after the break to come. Brazil, the defending champions, off to a flyer with a 4-1 win over the Japanese.